Here we go. A.V. Hayter and Lamb Baster on that back line with Flower, and Candy Scrapple in that 4 spot. That's going to be a good battle in the back of the pack. This all moves really quickly the first few jams, and Lamb Baster takes off with A.V. Hayter right behind her.
One of the changes that Coach Vince Lombardi said to me before the game is that the Bad Reputations were going to use Lamb Baster as a jammer throughout the evening.
A.V. Hayter likes to hit her way through the pack, and she does. She's a lead jammer, A.V. Hayter. A.V. Hayter through and lead. Lamb Baster looking for a path through as LA Guns steps into 18 Wheeler, forced her out of bounds. Gets a nice whip from Cinderella. Gets through the pack. Both A.V. and Cinderella going for cutting right to the penalty box. Lammy, the only jammer out there, and with A.V. as your lead jammer, she can't control the clock, but she can definitely get some points here for the Bad Reputations. The second jam of the night, it's only a 1-point game. St. Mean Wheeler steps in to slow her down. Foxy Fubar up at the front. As the front of that pack is the hard spot to get through by both teams. Flower steps in and forces her back again. Good defense right now. There's Lamb Baster through the pack. Took a couple laps, but she's through. Again, they're gonna skate out this entire 2-minute jam.
16, 17, and 18 all out there for the Riot girls. All up at the front.
That's the end of the jam. See if we got any point totals out there. I see a 2 and 2 from a referees. It is going to be close and hard hitting tonight.
All that work by Lamb Baster gave her team 7 points, and the Bad Reputations pull into the lead.
And that's Kaleidoscope Kid on the back line. Rookie jammer for the Bad Reputations, Kaleidoscope Kid. Tries to step through the Renegade and shift kicker, and it doesn't work. Gets right back up on her skates, though. These are two tough, hard-hitting teams. But there's A.V. Hayter through the pack.
Renegade 5000 working over Kaleidoscope Kid, pushing her out of bounds.
The Renegade knocks her out of bounds and hits the brakes to force her to come back in farther back. Oh, that's the end of the jam. Jam's all, that's the jam. Put a knife in it, that's the jam. That's enough jam. Roller Girl back out on the line with Trixie, Trippin' Chicks, two of the highest scoring jammers in the league combined.
Roller Girl recently held the record for the most points in a single jam with 17 until it was broken earlier this year by Trixie Trippin' Chicks.
These skaters are ready to go. No points on that last jam, as the Bad Reputations hold a 4-point lead early in this first period. Trixie and Roller Girl. Skaters looking for an opportunity to block out that jammer, as Roller Girl's looking for a way through and gets a nice whip from LA Guns. Great whip from LA Guns to send Roller Girl through the pack and into lead jammer status. Toe Cutter and Guns up at the front there with Cinderella and Candy Scrapple. A formidable blue wall at the front, matched by Apocalypse now. 8 Mean Wheelers, Stolivon Stingray, and Bustilicious at the back right now. Working on Roller Girls, getting a whip from Candy Scrapple. Makes her way up, calls off the jam. Had to look back in the pack, called off the jam. Looks like she took a couple points and shut it down. Both these teams gonna play some strategy out here tonight, Al. short jams, grab a couple points. See, 1 point jam, a lot of energy and time being spent. I already got a feeling this is going to go into deep into the second period before we see any real change, big change in the lead. Both of these teams are so evenly matched.
Lambaster and Lulu Demon out matched up against each other again. We're going to see a lot of these top jammers for both teams. They're putting everything they've got into winning this game.
Lulu Demon picking up speed. Chica Bomb's got her lined up. Lulu bounces in behind her. But it's Lambaster up at the front who's got the Renegade on her. Forces her out. Hits the brakes. Makes her come back in. Oh, big tumble in the back of the pack. Lammy's off.
Miss Emasculator for the Bad Reputation did a great job of pushing Lulu Demon out to the inside.
Yeah, holding her up really well in the back of the pack. Emasculator. Plower comes in and knocks her free. Now she's got Squirrely to contend with. Squirrely, a hard hitter. Gets a nice hit from Flower Power. Caught her from the other side, looking the wrong way. Sends Lulu up front. Almost loses her footing, but keeps going. Taking a pounding from Barracuda and Chica Bomb. And there's a 20-foot on Barracuda. And Lulu Demon's your lead jammer and calls off the jam.
No points gained by either team there, as both jammers had a heck of a time making it through the pack. Some fantastic blocking out there. Good defense by both of these teams. They're going to keep it a close game. With Lambaster in the box, Aviator out by herself. Won't take much to make up this 5-point deficit. I bet the Riot Girls are looking to do it right in this jam.
Well, they got Cinderella, Candy Scrapple, and LA Guns to contend with. And it looks like the Riot Girls have chosen to hold up Scrapple in the back there and let Avi bound her way through as she likes to. Nice hit by Guns to hold up Aviator, and Guns is going to hit the brakes.
LA Guns was listed as the player the Riot Girls were most worried about because of her hitting ability. Lawrence of Alavia before the game was saying they wanted to try and find a way of neutralizing LA Guns hits.
Yeah, Cinderella too, a great pivot there for the Bad Reps. Aviator didn't get through the pack clean, which is typical for Aviator.
Whip by LA Guns to move Lambaster up. One of the Riot Girls took a flying leap at her, but missed. Now Lambaster lead jammer.
And the crush of Bordian ain't mean, they gotta let her go. Avi slides out of bounds and back onto the track, and that's the end of the jam.
Lambaster having to put back-to-back jams with only a 1 minute rest in the penalty box, calls that off as soon as she could. Get some fresh skaters out there.
Don't see any points going up for that last jam, so we're still back at 11-6 with a 5-point lead. 10 minutes in and only 17 points scored between these two teams. Not what I expect to see. As Kaleidoscope Kid takes that 3-point stance off the line against Trixie Trippin' who steps into her in turn number 1. Jammers can hit each other anytime they want on that track, but they can't get hit till they engage the pack. Busty trying to give a whip to Trixie. Trixie's through, but not clean. But Trixie's through that pack. Stoli Von Stingray misses. Kaleidoscope Kid is through, and your lead jammer as Bustalicious trips over top of Foxy Fubar right in the front here. The Kaleidoscope calls a jam off before any points can be scored by the Riot Girls. That's going to be 3 scoreless jams in a row, I think.